Hi, my name is Jarrett, and today I'm going to be showing my paint estimator, which uses user input for a customizable wall to tell you how much paint in gallons or cans you need to actually coat the wall. So the first thing I'm going to do is go over the variables. So the first three, we have wall height, wall width, and wall area. Obviously, these all work together. Wall height and wall width are based off user input, and using those, we can calculate the area, which come in units of squared feet or feet squared. The next two variables we have is gal paint and gallon paint area. Gallon paint area is a constant of 350.0 feet squared, and using that in conjunction with wall area, we're able to find gal paint. One important thing to note is that each can of paint is actually equal to 1 gallon, and paint will be expressed in both cans and gallons. We are left with one final variable, and this one is a bit distinguishable from the rest. Its name is num paint cans, and this is the only variable which is an integer. All the rest have been doubles because they can be expressed in ways with decimals, but num paint cans cannot, because in this problem there are no ways to buy like a half, a quarter, a third, or whatever fraction or decimal of a paint can. So even if you go over just slightly on a single can, you must round all the way up to the very next can. We'll now move on to our lines of code, which we ask for the wall height with a scanner, we ask for the wall width with a scanner, and then we use that, the width and the height, to calculate the wall area. Using the wall area, we then take it with our constant, 350.0 square feet for the paint, and we divide the area by the constant to get the gallons of paint, or gal paint. Next we use gal paint, and we use this math.ceil function on it, which makes it so that even if it is the smallest non-zero positive fraction or decimal attached to a number, for example 1.005, it will round up to the next integer or whole number. So for example 1.005, it'll go up to 2 instead of going down to 1. Even though it is much closer to 1, it'll still go up to 2. 2.6 up to 3. 4.7 up to 5, 7.3 up to 8. It doesn't matter as long as there's a decimal or fraction attached to it that is non-zero. Then we have this parentheses int, and then parentheses around this, which makes it so that this, which is otherwise a double, is converted into an integer, so that it can actually be related to num paint cans, which is also an integer. This is important because otherwise it would be not compatible. Now that we've figured what all of this is going to do, we can test it out to make sure that it all works. So let's use 2, which will be assigned to the height, and 175 for the width. Pretty short and long wall, but it'll work for this. Since 2 times 175 is 350, we should get 1 can and 1 gallon for the paint. And that's what we end up getting, which is obviously really good. Now to test to make sure that this math.ceil is rounding up when it's necessary, we can attach something like a 0.01. So we'll see if it is indeed doing it properly. It should round the cans to 2, and yes it does. So as we can see, this slight change to the gallons from the 0.01 and the square feet, but the cans round all the way up to 2. And as we can see, everything is running properly. It is rounding up when needed so that we get the proper amount of cans required, and it's still showing how many gallons is actually needed. Thank you very much for watching.